Oh,
as we
okay. It
continue.
says starting video transmission.
Would you get a load of that?
Yeah.
Wow. So it can be seen as well on the YouTubes.
Seen and heard.
How are you?
Hello.
So back to the McDLT.
I don't know. I can't hear you. You do look handsome.
Yeah.
That is a nice shirt.
You didn't even have to ask.
Is that a new? Have a great night.
Have a good night.
Have a good night. Bye. It's live.
I was trying to think of what other commercials we were seeing lately that were cracking us.
I mean,
God, I forgot about those Buddy Lee commercials. Those were fucking
they were really great.
He was like a Cupid doll in jeans.
And he had like a little like side eye like kind of glance, like he never was looking at you dead on. It's just
oh no, like, Buddy Lee,
being
bitches are going wild.
Bitches go wild for Buddy Lee.
Buddy Lee.
Maybe. I wonder if I was a Buddy Lee type in high school. I don't think so.
Oh God, I'm so glad that I have very few pictures left from high school.
I found my yearbook and I threw it away.
Did you really?
Yeah, I'm like, fuck
this. I have enough shit to move every time I have to move.
I was there.
I've let storage units go for that exact reason. I've said to people like, when was the last time I actually looked at the shit that was in this unit? I'm spending like $300 a month on this thing.
I remember some people fondly, and I'm Facebook friends with like 4 of them.
Yeah.
Maybe 5.
Similar boat.
Yeah.
There's a handful still. But outside of that, there's no use for this.
I went to 9 proms.
Did you? I didn't go to one. Not one.
I went to all 3.
Yeah, I didn't go to any. I love how angrily Rodney does all these things.
Rodney is angrily putting up a poster. He's throwing flyers on the ground to his own event.
For a closed club. That is too good.
But his line work is very good.
Oh God, yeah. Well, you can tell he's been doing this for 35 years.
True. The 35th anniversary of Respectable Street, and hopefully you're watching this on Rodney's YouTube channel.
Yeah, that as well. Well, I am curious what it goes to. I would imagine that's what it goes to.
It's what it says it goes to.
Let's see if we can create a loop.
Oh yeah, Inception.
We'll get Incepted in here. Yep, Marcus will be joining us.
Oh, I can't wait.
I believe shortly. He'll be bringing up wrestling and other things of these nature. No, drinking out of cups. That was the last thing I watched. It's been a while.
That's always a good one.
Adam was putting together a teepee.
Captain Knox.
He was putting together a teepee tattoo for a guy. And I was like, what are you, making the teepee? Some kind of asshole?
So I think he was like clearly like reading through some sort of fashion magazine.
No.
Or like,
because finally the real story of how it came to light.
It's Dan Deacon.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought it was Liam Lynch.
Liam Lynch was there.
Yeah.
But it was Dan Deacon.
No, what apparently was happening was they were just watching like infomercial shit on TV. And that's all it was. And just commenting on what was changing on the TV as it was going along. That was literally it. Oh, shit. Yeah. Would you see that? Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
Yeah. It's happening live on Rodney Mayo 1 if you're subscribed.
Yeah. Well, that's going to create a bad loop.
Yep. Wow. I wonder if it's like that on the website. Was that on the website?
No, that was through YouTube.
So, speaking of the website, I am in the process of making updates to it, but I need a certain somebody to give me
If you know Rodney, comment on this video for us.
That's right.
We really need to catch a number.
That's right.
Have you seen the marker board in the back now?
No. Oh, actually, I used a dry erase marker for JJ's mustache.
Oh, nice. Off of that board?
When he did the Turd Ferguson costume.
Because you've seen what it says now, right?
No. What's it? I haven't been back there.
It's you know how you have posters for like this many days since we've had an injury?
Oh, yeah. This many days since somebody said, I know Rodney.
It got reset.
Yep.
The world record was 4 days, and I'm pretty sure that was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
We were not open as a business.
That's all it was. That's what happened.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening and watching It's Not Heroin. Sponsored by Lee Jeans.
Yes.
Buddy Lee, built tough.
Fucking Buddy Lee. I think I need a Buddy Lee tattoo.
Oh yeah,
I just that needs
cuffed
to happen.
up.
Yeah.
But like he's got to get into some shit though. It's
Yeah.
like Buddy Lee has to be like up to something.
Yeah.
Like maybe he's flying from a small explosion. I want something where the color lasts for you though.
Well, maybe
What
just
if he's
do
flying
of
out
the
of
different weird puppets of the era of commercials. Because remember they had the Spike Lee puppet that was on with the Sprite commercials for a while.
Yeah.
And
Oh my God! And Anthony, like that basketball player, Little Penny.
yeah, Lil Penny.
Yeah.
Again, there was so many that were going on at that point. I have a lot of odd tattoos like that. Like you've seen, I have on the back of my thigh, I've got that Maury Povich. It's award-winning. If you Google Maury Povich tattoo, #1 pops right up. That's right, internet famous.
Good for you.
I was on Tosh.0's website.
You are somebody.
Oh, yeah, look at that. That's Sling Blade. I like mustard on my biscuits.
Give me some of them French fries.
Works every time. I'm all about funny portraits.
And they're very good portraits.
Oh, well, these are old now, but yeah.
But they
Still
held up.
together.
Yeah.
Holding together a bit. I mean, what's his name? I've been drinking. Can't remember. Lando Calrissian.
Yeah, Billy D. Williams.
Billy D. Williams.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like he has jaundice, but.
Well, after all that Colt 45.
That will definitely do it. Oh, my God. We were trying to go and see. Have you seen Maverick yet?
Yeah.
Okay, so that did get brought because it's still in theaters. We were trying to go see it the other night, but that wasn't working out too well.
That's like one of those movies.
I don't know where
that
I'm
just
going with
never
this.
stop being.
I did want to see Bullet Train. That was in the mix.
Oh yeah, I want to see that too.
Yeah, with Brad Pitt and a bunch of other people. It just looks.
It looks fun.
This looks like we need a fun movie. I haven't had a fun movie in a while.
Like, did you ever see Shoot 'Em Up with Clive Owen?
I don't think so.
That one was. If you ever get if you're ever looking for something to watch, you can find it.
Yeah.
It was just like a ridiculous action movie that was like very stylized.
Yeah.
Clive Owen was like a real sharp shooting kind of guy who'd always eat carrots. You know, keep his eyesight good.
That's right.
And he always had a lot of problems with stuff.
You know what solves problems? Guns.
And Monica Bellucci.
Who's Monica Bellucci?
She's in a bunch. If I show you a picture of her, you'll be like, oh, her.
Yeah.
But she's in a lot of stuff. She was in one of the James Bond movies.
Oh, what, like one of the Pierce Brosnan ones?
Yeah.
Because Goldeneye was enough. God, that movie sucked.
Was enough.
I remember seeing it in theaters and just being like, this is fucking awful.
Bring Timothy Dalton back.
Yeah. God, it was bad. I mean, the only good thing that movie brought us was GoldenEye 64. That was it. That was the only good fucking thing that movie supplied. Because fuck, was that awful. Now, what was an old movie that I watched recently? Oh, The Stoned Age. You ever seen that?
Oh, yeah. I remember that one.
They're trying to bang those two chicks over by the old Frankie Avalon house.
Let's see. Oh, she's going to be in a remake of Diabolique.
Diabolique?
But,
let's get a peek at this. Oh, yeah.
She was one of
she
the
was in,
brides
yeah,
of Dracula.
yeah, in Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Oh, I saw that one, too.
Yeah.
There we go. Shoot 'em up.
Yeah, I do vaguely remember that.
worth a
Yeah,
watch.
I do vaguely remember that because I was also thinking if it was that first-person movie that had come out. What the hell was the name of that one?
Oh, yeah, the Hardcore Henry?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Fucking
That was
terrible
not the name that I... Well, because it was like they had done that short film.
Yeah.
And that was like really cool.
Yeah.
And then they...
But when you put this on a movie theater screen, you don't realize the
how nauseous
motion
you're gonna
sickness that will ensue. I remember getting nauseous for Blair Witch Project a handful of times.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I remember when I saw Blair Witch Project, it was like the weekend it came out, and of course everybody's all amped up about it. And we all saw it. I was
And
like,
believing the story.
yeah, and everybody's all creeped out. And I remember it was my girl. This is in, I think, high school. And it was like
Yeah,
my
it was in high
girlfriend at the
school.
time, and then like her sister and her sister's boyfriend, and then like another set of friends, and we all like slept in the same room.
Oh yeah, no,
she lived-
I had nightmares like a
She
motherfucker.
lived in like a really old, like a 200-year-old house.
That's where I'm gonna.
farmhouse.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
how exactly all of that went down.
But she had these fucking dogs that would like go like in and out.
Yeah.
Like all night, so you'd like start to fall asleep, you'd hear a door slam, and everybody would jump up. You
Yeah.
okay? Yeah, hey.
Terrifying.
Terrifying.
No, yeah, my brother had sold us on it heavily before, when this was like, even before we knew it was coming out, because they had done, I think on Sci-Fi or something like that, they did a fake, like, news report kind of backstory
Right.
thing
I
that
remember that.
really sold it heavily. Now, mind you, we're from Maryland, so and this was
Oh, yeah, they were
this was
shooting
in
it, like-
Burkittsville.
Right.
Yeah, so literally we went to go see it at this small, it was this porn theater in D.C., in Southeast D.C., that would play weird things like that during the day, and then
Right.
the rest of the time it's all Yank films and
don't-
shit. But we got to
Yank
see it like it was either the day before or the day of, and then we went back to stay at my aunt and uncle's house in Ashton, Maryland, which is 5 miles from Burkittsville.
Oh, God.
In their house, this house dates back to like slavery. This house
Yeah.
is so fucking old. I remember we had to tear out the basement, and because they had horrible flooding when he bought the house accidentally, because the original owners left the they had moved out of the house, but we got a real bad winter that year, and it was 3 stories,
yeah.
and the pipes on the 3rd floor burst.
Oh, God.
And just ran water all the way down and just destroyed so much. But the basement was just absolutely destroyed. We had to rip out everything down there. But once you got down to the stone and brickwork, every company that had worked on the house over the years had put plaster or something and wrote the company name and the year. And it was like 1902 was one of the oldest ones that we found on there. So here we are spending the night in this house right after that fucking movie, and totally being sold on it being real. It was a go of it. It was desperately a fucking go of it.
Jeez, the Blair Witch Project had to have been there.
Yeah. And these days you couldn't pull something like that
No.
off anymore.
Not with the internet.
No, you can't have deep fakes like that. And they did a good job,
Now deep fakes means something totally different.
That's very, very true. The hell is in my glass? Oh, well, the whiskey will kill it. I don't know why, but it looks like they're having a very serious conversation in front of our picture window right now.
They are having a serious conversation in front of our picture window right
It
now.
looks that way. This is a heavy Whitehurst conversation. I wish I could read lips.
What do you?
No, that looks serious. Yeah, I believe that
is
should
serious.
be.
We're gonna talk about Buddy Lee. Tonight's special guest is Buddy Lee.
Buddy Lee.
From the Lee jeans commercials in the 90s.
Built tough.
Built tough. Let's see how Buddy Lee's been holding up.
He was silent. So.
Buddy Lee in today's cancel culture.
He would be.
He's still the same size. He still has the same face, but is like a
Canceled.
little gray mustache.
little pencil mustache. He's hiding in Cuba.
and a tiny like Coors.
So they'd put him in a wife beater at that point.
Yeah.
No more dungarees. He's just
No more dungarees. I had a
Hate
gym
his
teacher
life.
that said dungarees, and we all laughed at him. He was a new gym teacher. Our old gym teacher, this must have been like, I don't know, 5th grade, 6th grade, something like that.
Nice.
He like fucking like twisted his, like full on like twisted his knee really bad.
Nice.
Had to get like super surgery, wasn't coming to school, so they bring in like this other guy. And he had like 3 rules. And I don't remember what they were, but I remember I was rule number 2, no dungarees.
Everybody's going, what the fuck is a dungaree?
And we're all in northern New Jersey. We're like, what the fuck is a dungaree? And that was a battle between us and him. I believe we won. One of the battles I won in grade school was
the Great Dungaree Wars.
the Great Dungaree Wars. Me and my best friend, we we stole the remote for music class, and would put CDs into the CD changer, like Metallica and like the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones and stuff. Pre-impression that I got, by the way, because
Thank God.
because his older brother.
Let's go.
Yeah. So his older brother was like super into, like, we learned everything about music from his older brother Brian.
Nice.
And like he used to drive like Texas is the Reason around in like their van and stuff like that. We're like, Texas is the Reason is so cool. And we're like in 7th grade talking about one of like the most emo of emo bands in a post-hardcore world. And like, we would just play it and it would be like super fucking loud.
Nice.
And the teacher would go, what the hell is wrong with this thing? And we'd be like, she'd turn around, start teaching together. We just hit the play button and we'd go like all the way up. It's like, what is wrong with it? She just eventually unplugged it.
There's no choice.
Quietly slipped the remote back. I don't even know if she knew there was a remote.
Oh, probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
It was a new concept at the time, stereo remotes.
I remember our buddy Phil Carlucci.
I love Phil Carlucci.
Who doesn't love Phil Carlucci? Yeah, so...
I don't think he ever remembers me anymore whenever I see him, but that's fine.
Yeah. It was right after Rudy's was doing their changeover, the one that was on Jog and Okeechobee, and into the library. And they put up this wall of TVs. There was probably close to 20 TVs on the wall. It was just a big wall of just, they want every sports, whatever. And Phil comes in, he's making that. He's like, so I got this little thing on the internet. it looked like a car key fob, and it will just shut off anything. So every time we would go to the bathroom or change the music or something, we're just hitting it, watching them bug the fuck out as half the wall would go out, this would go out. It took them about an hour and a half until they came outside and they're like, guys, seriously, if that's you got to stop. You just got to stop.
They can't prove it,
nope.
But they're pretty fucking
just looking at Phil sitting there just going, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. That was fun. I wish we still had shit like that. We're getting 3 new TVs in here.
Yeah, I saw. I think they're Samsung frame TVs.
Yeah.
Are they going to display artwork?
I believe it's going to be a few different things. Desperately a beer menu. Something that can be legible in the club when it's pitch black.